Stampin' friends, this is Dena from PocketFullOfStamps.com. Thanks for joining me for this card quickie video. Today I want to show you how to do this interesting folded card. How fun is this? I'm giving you a sneak peek of a new stamp set and DSP that will be available in the Occasions catalog that will be available soon starting January 3rd. If you live in the United States and you don't currently have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you'd like a copy of the Occasions catalog, be sure to use my Contact Me button on my website, PocketFullOfStamps.com, and leave me a message and I would be more than happy to send you one. The stamp set that I'm using is called Magical Day, and I have to say I am absolutely smitten. How adorable is this stamp set? I just love all the pieces. I think the favorite's my unicorn, but I just think this is adorable. This set also has some coordinating designer series paper, and it is amazing. One side of every piece is embossed and glittery. The other side has some really great patterns on it, so you're gonna want this paper. It's really, really fun. There's a couple other things in this suite as well, and I'll be sharing them with you soon. Not today, but I will be sharing them with you soon because they're fabulous. So let me show you how to make this card. To save time, I've already cut all the pieces, and I'll give you the measurements as I go. To make up the card itself, you're going to need 3 pieces of square cardstock. You can play around with different sizes because any size will work as long as they are the same size square. For this project, I'm using 6x6 squares so that my finished project is 3x3. The first thing that I want to do is use the scoring tool and my Stampin' Trimmer. So I'm going to line this up at 3 inches and score. Turn it around 3 inches and score. Then I also need to do a diagonal. So what I'm going to do is line up the corners with that little cutout notch for the cutting blade. You just need to make sure that those corners stay in that little notch there, lined up with that notch. So score like that. So I've got 3 score lines. Okay, so now I want to fold it. And you want to get really good fold lines, so I'm using my scoring tool. And I'll fold on the score lines I just made. And a diagonal. Okay, now we want to fold these up. So 2 of them are going to be the same and 1 of them is going to be a little bit different. So to fold them, what you want to do is you're going to kind of gather up the score line here, press it together, and fold it flat. And you can use your bone folder again. Press it flat. This one's going to be the same. Just pull those 2 corners up, lay it flat. And then this last one is going to be a little bit different. What I want to do on this one is fold the score lines back. Like that, and get really nice score lines like that. Okay, now that we have all our pieces folded, we're going to put this together. So let's see, we want one going this direction, there we go. All right, so I've got adhesive. Put adhesive here and on the back side. And I'm going to put that so that it lines up right there in the corner, like that. And then this one, kind of refolding that because I had a little bit of ink on the other side there. Adhesive here and adhesive on the back. don't want to do that. All right, again, right there in the corner. And that makes up our card base. And the more you fold this up, the easier it's going to fold together. But that's what our card base looks like. Okay, the fun part is always making it pretty. And I did, again, pre-cut everything. You're going to need 10 squares for the inside and 1 square for the outside. Each of these squares is cut 2 7/8 inches square. I used 3 different patterns for mine, but you can play with the layouts and use more or less patterns depending on what you like. 6 of the pieces that I cut, I already scored and folded at a diagonal. You'll see where those fit on here in a minute. For this sentiment, I stamped it twice. I stamped it on once on Whisper White and once on the Powder Pink. And then I used the framelit to cut out the magical word. And when I get to it here, I'm going to stick that right on top there. And then I also stamped Happy Birthday on a little strip of 1/2 inch white Whisper White. And I'll use that in a minute. And then the last thing I have is a piece of fresh fig that I cut out with the Stitch Shapes framelits. And then I do have all my little mermaids here cut out. I actually fussy cut them from the designer series paper because I liked the little glitter on here. There is a mermaid in the stamp set. If you don't like to fussy cut, you can stamp her and color her and cut her out with a framelit. A little bit easier, but this is the look I wanted. So I did fussy cut mine out. So let me show you how this all goes together now. Your belly band can slide off. The more time that it spends in a belly band too, it'll kind of hold together a little bit easier. But that is how you do this fun pop-out card. Thanks so much for joining me. Until next time, happy stamping.